Welcome to Colorado Conversations. I'm Kirk Yuhnke, and we've got a really cool conversation lined up for you, especially if you're a normal visitor to Douglas County or Castle Rock specifically, because we're talking with the Castle Rock Chamber of Commerce about what they do to grow business down in Castle Rock. As you know, Castle Rock is a thriving, growing community. Absolutely. We're going to talk about kind of managing some of that growth and how you guys are involved in that. We'll talk about all the events you guys put on across the year. We've got Lori and Kevin with the Chamber. Great to have you both, first and foremost. Thanks for coming in.
Happy to be here.
Thanks for having us.
So first and foremost, let's just start with what you guys have going on right now. In fact, coming up this weekend, you've got a big event, one of your 6 kind of keystone events in terms of supporting the Chamber of Commerce.
Correct, you've got it. So Castle Rock Chamber has actually been around since 1955. Currently, we have about 550 members, and we're really excited to kick off the summer, if you will, this Saturday, June 27th, with Sip and Savor. So this is an event for the entire community, not just for members only, but it's for everybody to come out. We partner with the town. We host it at the amphitheater at Philip S. Miller.
That's a good spot.
Which is great. It's a fun venue. It's going on Saturday the 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. and just featuring a lot of really amazing beverages too. You can sample over 35 wines, bourbons, whiskeys. This year we understand some of our distillers also brought some vodka and tequila.
Right.
But there's also a non-alcoholic option too. So we also recognize that, there's something for everyone there.
Well, let's talk about tickets. So you buy a ticket and it's all inclusive, right? It includes food as well. What are the prices for those tickets? How do you get them?
So just regular general admission ticket is $90. If you're going to DD or non-drinker ticket is $50. You can purchase them online through the webpage, or you can purchase them at the gate when you get there.
I love that food is included too, because a lot of times you go to events and it's like, oh, the food truck's here, and it's another $15–20. So this is all inclusive.
It is. We want it to be simple and easy and everybody to just relax and enjoy. So there's live music as well. 6202 is playing, so it creates a really fun environment. Food, we've got pork sliders, brisket sliders, egg rolls. There's a little bit of something for everyone there too.
Awesome.
So.
Well, and if people don't know the MAC, as I like to call it, the amphitheater over there, it's relatively new-ish in Castle Rock, and it's such an awesome venue. It's such a great spot. If you haven't been down there, this is a good excuse to go down there.
Yeah.
Can you talk more about that? I mean, it's a venue that has been used for concerts and everything now.
It absolutely is. As a matter of fact, there's a summer concert series as well too that the town of Castle Rock hosts. We love to collaborate with them as well. But they have a concert on Friday night too, on the 26th. So you can just stay there. I mean, if you really want to, come Friday and leave Saturday night after
Is
spending the
camping
weekend
allowed
with
out
us.
there? I don't think you.
We might have to talk to the town.
I know,
about
right?
that.
But you can go mountain biking. They've got mountain biking trails right there by the amphitheater and all that. And how important is this as a fundraiser for the Chamber?
So the Chamber does a lot to support our local businesses and our nonprofits as well. So for instance, in 2025, we had over 270 events. We support professional development, we support personal development, we have a Veterans Alliance program, we have a Next Gen program for young professionals, we have Women of Influence and a lot of other things, including Leadership Douglas County too. That's a flagship program too. And there have actually been some broadcasters too from Fox in the history that has gone through Leadership Douglas County. So,
nice.
So we really want to support, though, the whole community, the businesses, support local, support them in whatever areas they may need, and make sure that we've got relevant programming to keep them growing and thriving.
Yeah, speaking of which, we're going to take a quick break here, and then we're going to come back and talk about kind of all of what you guys do, but also the other 5 events that you guys put on, big events, keystone events, if you will, throughout the year, as there's always so much going on down in Castle Rock, down in Douglas County. So quick break, we'll be right back here on Colorado Conversations. Welcome back to Colorado Conversations. Great to have you guys having a conversation with the Castle Rock Chamber, one of the many towns in Douglas County that is growing fast, and they certainly are. Great to have you guys. Appreciate you joining me for this conversation. Let's talk about the Chamber and all the events you guys put on. What would you say your role is, first of all, with the businesses? Is there like a defined role? Because you're certainly not in charge of them.
We are in charge of several of them, yes.
But I mean, in charge of the businesses.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
you're helping kind of organize all of that.
We do. So I like to say that we represent 3 C's. We're catalyst conveners and we're champions for our community.
Got it.
So we really want to support our local businesses, support our nonprofits as well, that are part of the Castle Rock community and across the region too. So we're not just Castle Rock, it's Douglas County and beyond. But we offer programming, we offer marketing support, we offer a lot of different tools for our members to connect, to network, so that they can continue to grow, build, thrive as well in the community.
Making sure they're successful.
There's a lot of business to be had for a lot of people in our growing community.
I know. We're going to talk in a second about kind of the growing economy in Douglas County, and obviously there's a lot of expansion going on right now. I want to talk about some of the other events now.
Yep.
So Kevin, I know Starlighting's coming up.
It is. Yeah.
When do you start preparing for that? Like as soon as the other one's over?
The day after it ends. Yeah.
And that, I think it's safe to say that's one of the biggest events in Castle Rock all year.
Yeah, we had just under 49,000 people in downtown last year.
That's a lot of people.
So, yeah,
it's like half the population of Castle Rock, and a lot of people come from outside of Castle Rock as well. How do you describe the Starlighting event to people who haven't been before?
Oh, it's an amazing event. It truly is the largest community event of the year. And again, we collaborate with our partners at the town of Castle Rock too to support it. Yeah. It's amazing, as you've experienced too, Kurt, again, welcoming about 49,000 people. There's programming, there's entertainment on 4 stages, there's vendors, there's exhibitors, there's hot chocolate booths, there's spiked hot chocolate, there's entertainment though too, kind of all throughout downtown, where we shut down the streets and really the community just comes together too in preparation for that magical starlighting too on top of the rock.
Yeah.
Santa and Mrs. Claus, a kid zone. It's
And
it's got a little bit of everything.
Santa flips the switch.
No.
He's on stage.
Who flips the switch?
That's a great question. So it actually, we have a bit of a lottery, kind of, if you will.
Oh, interesting. There's a family last year that flipped the switch,
right? It was
right?
a family, yes. So historically, we have had it. Again, it's a fundraiser too for the chamber to support all the programs and everything that we offer in the community. And so we do have people that are kind of in a bidding war to do that.
How would I know? I was standing right next to him. You think I would know? All right. So you got those 2 events, and then you've got some other keystone events for the chamber throughout the year.
Yep. Go ahead.
6
total?
I was going to say 6 total signature events that we do. We'll start with our gala and awards ceremony in February. Then we host a golf tournament, typically at the end of May or June. Then the Sip and Savor event that's coming up this weekend.
Okay.
Then we host the Douglas County Fair Parade.
Which is awesome.
That's
a big parade, right?
It's a huge parade.
Last year, about 100 participants last year.
Yeah, and we, again, partnering with our folks in the town, we shut down the streets last year. We had just under 18,000 people for the fair parade.
Wow.
And that's kind of sandwiched in, though, too. So on Friday night is a really fun event, too, with a longhorn steers as well, with the cattle drive, you know, that goes through downtown Castle Rock. Then we have the parade as well in the morning to kick off that weekend for the Douglas County Fair. And then our downtown partners as well, the Downtown Alliance, hosts Boots and Brews in Festival Park.
Yeah, it's a busy
So that's
weekend.
a very special weekend too. And that's also too one of our largest signature events of the year.
It's funny because you were talking about that before we went on here, and I said to you, well, I've been to the Friday event, I've been to the parade on Saturday, I've been to Boots and Brews, I've kind of done it all. And the parade is I think it was last year or the year before, it was hot, and I was like, this is a long parade. You get a lot of participation in the parade.
We do, over 100 participants as well too, and we had actually over 1,000.
Yeah, it was about 100 entries and then 1,000 actual people in the parade.
Wow, that's great. And then the Art Fest comes up later in the summer, right?
Yeah. The Art Fest is a 2-day event at the beginning of September, Saturday and Sunday. Brings in 120 artists from all over the U.S.
I love it because you know what? I feel like all these events give Castle Rock the feel that people love about it. Don't you think that's important?
It absolutely does. There's a lot of historic charm there.
Oh, yeah.
And again, just that sense of community, kind of that small town but growing and thriving environment is amazing. I'm going to add a little bit too from one of our artists that participated last year. She's amazing. She's out of Utah, and she actually said that this is the only fine arts festival she'll participate in Colorado.
Wow.
Just because of how well it's organized. Big kudos to Kevin
Yeah,
on
that's
that for the
important, right?
organization on it too. But also too, it's well run, but just the crowd and the environment and the community that comes out to just make it really special for her as well.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've been to the Art Fest too. It's a great event. All right, quick break here, and we're going to come back and talk about growth. Like kind of, I know you guys aren't in charge of growth necessarily in Douglas County and Castle Rock, but you're definitely involved in it, and it's something that's happening. I mean, our towns are growing fast for good reason. So we'll have a quick break, and we'll come back and talk more about that here on Colorado Conversations. Welcome back, guys. Kevin and Lori are with me from the Castle Rock Chamber talking about what's happening in Castle Rock. Great to have you guys. So growth in Castle Rock has been pretty insane for quite some time. I mean, it's been growing for years and years and years, and it continues that way. I know down in the south end, we were talking about this, south end of Castle Rock is seeing a new Costco put in and a lot of development around that. How do you, I know you guys don't control it, but how do you make sure it's done the way that actually makes sense for the town?
I was just saying, I think there's definitely a focus between all the different downtown partners or Castle Rock partners to hang on to that.
Alone.
You can't.
Absolutely.
Well, and there's a focus on hanging on to that small town charm.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there's definitely a lot of thought that's put into.
How do you do that? How do you
growth.
balance that?
So I will tell you, we have a lot of meetings every week, though, just to get everybody together, bring all the businesses, or bring business representation, bring the chamber, bring our Castle Rock EDC, bring our Downtown Alliance partners, and also the town of Castle Rock with our town manager and assistant managers, and then involving as well the mayor and town council to understand what is happening, what's being proposed, what are developers looking at as well too. So they are very, very thoughtful partners about growth and what's happening, and take the input from the community and from all of these partners very seriously.
Well, the hard thing too is like you've got a lot of national retailers like Costco, for example, that wants to be in the community, but then you want to kind of protect the local businesses too, and that's kind of a balancing act sometimes, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
How do you balance that?
So Kevin actually also is on the.
Delicately.
There you go.
Well said.
Delicately.
Well said.
Delicately. He actually participates as well on the Planning Commission, and so do you want to share a little bit more about that?
About planning.
Well, just in terms of
Just
planning,
about
I mean, you guys don't get to decide how things are zoned, but you certainly see a lot of the applications coming in.
You see a lot of the applications coming in. I mean, the town has a master plan that they follow.
Of course.
And so it really kind of boils down to, is it zoned the way for whatever wants to go in there? Are they following the master plan as far as the way it looks?
Because the zoning was put there for a reason, and you guys are just trying to follow those plans and whatnot. Is there a lot still ahead for Castle Rock? Like I said, the development down on the south end of Castle Rock is happening fast.
That's a big one. Yeah, and then there's another one kind of coming in, Pine Canyon, that's kind of more just north of the high school and what have you, that stretches east to west on both sides of I-25 that's coming in. But for the most part, really, the larger developments, after those are done, that's kind of about it.
At some point, you're full.
Yes,
But without annexing in more land.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but there are some really amazing projects now too, some that are multi-phased too as well. So we've got Dawson Trails, as you mentioned, Costco, with a King Soopers coming in there too, a variety of other retail, restaurants, things. They're, again, just going to support a really nice community with residences there. We've also got the Brickyard project. That's really exciting with a brand new sports complex too.
And for people who don't know, that's kind of over by where the MAC is in Castle Rock, right?
Correct.
Kind of
it's
in that
on
area.
the west side of I-25. Yes, yep. So the Brickyard project also really, really exciting, just to refurbish that entire area from the old Brickyard that it used to be. But they're also looking at a hotel and a conference center, a mix of residential and commercial too. I think it's just going to be an amazing area again for people to experience.
It's crazy to see so much stuff kind of, and even over by the outlet malls, all of that continues to develop. I think people don't realize that. I mean, the In-N-Out is relatively new. They're still adding restaurants, and you have that in addition to kind of where Sam's Club and all that stuff. The Promenade.
And the Promenade.
Promenade.
Yep.
There we go.
Yes.
Do you guys continue to see more development and interest in that?
We absolutely do. Actually, I just met yesterday with some folks at the Castle Rock Development Corporation too, and they're excited in that Meadows area that we have a new dealership coming in as well. So Finley Toyota is coming into town there, and then they're looking at some other commercial development in the area. So
awesome.
It's wonderful.
What's next for Castle Rock?
The chamber's going to grow. We're going to get more connectivity within the community, though, too.
But and again, you guys can't do it without the partners either. I mean, we talked about this earlier. I mean, there's so many different groups in Castle Rock that sort of have to work together.
Correct. We absolutely do.
Awesome. So Sip and Savor, if people want to get to that event coming up on Saturday, best way to get tickets is on the website, right?
Correct. Go to castlerock.org. Or you can actually just Google Castle Rock Sip and Savor, and we come up. It should be first on the list, too. So we'd love it if you purchase tickets in advance, just because, again, there is some food prep. We want to make sure everybody's fed as well. But we'd love to have you see us and join us in Castle Rock on Saturday, the 27th.
Awesome. Great. Awesome. If people want to get involved with the chamber, are there opportunities for that?
Absolutely. So there's volunteer opportunities, too. We have a lot of retired folks that live in the community, and they just want to come out and support, whether they support our businesses or support our events, too. Be a part of Starlighting. You know, they had 49,000 people. We need that support. we appreciate all the help, though, too, that we have. So you can always contact us. You can go to our website and find information, or you can call us at 303-688-4597.
And we're already planning for Starlighting and the Art Fest and all that stuff. So check out their website, guys. They've got all the details on it. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that, guys. And thank you for what you guys do down in Castle Rock. As you know, it's my community. It's your community. It's a great community, and so we love all that stuff happening down there. So.
And we're thrilled you're coming back to host again this year with Denise Plant.
I will be there.
Deborah Takahara.
Deborah Takahara, the threesome. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Crew.
We did the Starlighting last year, and it's such a well put on event, and I will say that because I see a lot of events, and you guys put on an awesome show. So if you're not going to go to Sip and Savor this weekend, check out Art Fest, check out the Starlighting in Castle Rock, and thank you guys for what you do. We're gonna at that we'll send it off here on this episode of Colorado Conversations. Have a great day.